Vishal, Caprock today signed a binding option agreement to acquire Destiny Gold Project in Quebec. Tell us more about this deal, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tracy. We're very excited about optioning the Destiny project. We are located, the project is located right in between some of the biggest gold mines and some of the biggest development gold projects in the province of Quebec. We are launching this new phase of the company's life cycle with a solid platform. The Destiny project already has a significant historical resource that we believe can be expanded quite substantially using current gold economics, and a lot of drilling that was done recently but never included into a new resource estimate.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you more about this deal, but first I'm going to back you up. Some people out there may go, Caprock. Who's Caprock? Tell us a little bit more about who Caprock Mining is, please.
Well, Caprock it's a newly formed company. We don't have a long history. The company was formed as a private company about 3.5 years ago. We brought it into the public domain on the Canadian Securities Exchange in 2021. And we've got a mining management already in place. We've got a very nice board that has been put together as well. And the idea was to, once we come into the public domain, the idea was to find the right asset on which we could build the company. So about 52 million shares outstanding. We know where 65–70% of the shares sit today. It's a very tight share structure. And now we've got the asset on which we can build the company.
Well, I actually think that's an excellent introduction. And it goes to my next question, which is, how does the acquisition of the Destiny Gold Project align with Caprock's exploration and development strategy?
Well, the Destiny project is a very unique sort of an opportunity for a junior company like Caprock to enter the Quebec gold space. As I mentioned to you initially, the project is squeezed between two major deformation corridors. Right above us, to the north of us, is the Casa Berardi fault zone, the famous Casa Berardi fault zone. And right below us, just to the south of us, is the Porcupine-Destor and Cadillac Larder Lake fault zone. And so we are smacked right in between the two major deformation corridors. We're only 75 kilometers north of Val-d'Or, which is a major mining hub in the province of Quebec. And so from a jurisdiction perspective, from a location perspective, from an infrastructure perspective, we could not be more ideally located. And as I mentioned also, that we have a historical resource that was calculated in 2011 of 611,000 ounces of gold, about 60% in the indicated category, about 40% in the inferred category, that has already been established on the project. The expectation now is that we can take that platform and we can convert it into a much bigger resource with some exploration work that we plan to do on the property in the next 12 to 24 months.
Okay, all right. So what conditions must be satisfied for the closing of this transaction and between Caprock and Big Ridge Gold Corp?
A couple of very small conditions here. We need to raise a minimum of $400,000, which we expect to raise in the next 6 to 8 weeks. And once that is done, we would be earning 100% interest in the project over the course of 3 years. And within those 3 years, we have to make several cash and share payments to Big Ridge Gold. We also have to meet certain expenditure obligations on the property as well. So the total cash payments over 3 years is about $750,000. The total share payment to Big Ridge Gold will be about $1.7 million worth. And we're looking at about $2.4 to $2.5 million to be spent in expenditure obligations on the property.
And so, you've come out of the race blocks rapidly here. What should we anticipate, say, in the next quarter, in addition to what you've just explained?
So if I may, I'm going to give you a slightly longer answer to this short question. The Destiny project has a 6-kilometer long mineralized trend running on it, mineralized shear zone running on it. And the historical resource that was put together in 2011 sits on about 800 meters of that 6 kilometer strike. And so the idea initially is for us to use current gold economics, which obviously are much better than they were in 2011, for us to use the current gold economics and also 10,000 meters of drilling that was done in 2020, but was never incorporated into a new updated resource estimate. We want to use current gold economics, and we want to use and incorporate the 10,000 meters of additional drilling that was done and come up with a brand new updated resource on that 800 meters of strike. Our expectation is that we should be significantly enhancing the total gold inventory in that resource, just in that 800-meter strike. And the expectation is that we will come out with that updated resource in Q1 of 2025. So the next 3 to 4 months are pretty exciting. Right off the bat, we will be launching our option on this property with a significant current resource. The remaining 5 kilometer strike on the property has 4 additional zones that have been identified by previous exploratory drilling on the property. And those 4 zones show very similar mineralization trends to what we are seeing in that resource zone of 800 meters as well. So the step number 2 for us would be that once we come up with that initial resource, in Q1 of 2025, we want to go and subsequently add more and more ounces to the total resource inventory on the property.
Well, for everybody out there going, Destiny Gold Project, that's got a great name. So does Caprock Mining. For more information, go to their website. And Vishal, as always, thank you for your interview today.
Thank you, Tracy.